everyone. It's Catherine Tidd with Social Seed Marketing, and I just wanted to talk to you today about something that I know concerns pretty much every business owner. I know that it's something that is on the minds of all of my clients, and that is their Google search ranking. So we've talked about this before, that generally if your website is showing up maybe on the ninth or 10th page of a Google search, that your customers are probably not finding you. It really needs to be moved up, first or second page ideally. And we all know that that is competitive territory. There are websites there that may not even be the best, but they've been there the longest. So, but today I want to talk about how you can determine where you're ranking. Because if you're really far down, you just may not even be finding yourself and you don't know if you're improving. So what we're going to talk about today is something called the Google Search Console. So hang on one second and we'll get started. When you type in Google Search Console in your search bar, you are going to have this screen come up. So if you just click Start Now, a couple of things might happen. First of all, if you already have your website verified with Google, it's going to come up. And if that verification is tied to the Gmail account that you are already signed into, it's going to automatically come up. So you're going to get this page. If that is not the case, then you need to make sure that your website is verified through Google, which is a very simple thing to do. It may require, if you have a web designer, just a few minutes on their part to make sure that that's happened. But chances are, again, if you've used a professional web designer, you're verified, you have Google Analytics, and all of that stuff. However, when I do a search, I've checked to see if Google Search Console is tied automatically to Google Analytics, and I don't think that that is the case. I could be wrong, but every article I read, it's kind of like it's two separate things. But the one thing that they both have in common is that your website does need to be verified. And that can be as simple as going through a few steps on your part. It may require putting in a little bit of code from your designer. I had to do that because my website is powered through Wix. Many times with WordPress websites, they have that very simply done. You can do that very simply. So again, if you have questions about verification, you are welcome to contact us here at Social Seed Marketing, or I would just ask your web designer to make sure that you're verified if you pull up Google Search Console and you do not get to this screen. So to be honest, what I am most interested in at this point, and probably what most business owners are, is this performance tab right here, because this is going to tell me how I'm doing. And it actually tells me my average position in a Google search is right here. The cool thing is that you can go over here to these tabs and you can compare. You can compare the last, whatever, you can customize the timeline. Let's say you want to compare where you were last year as to where you are this year. Hit apply. And it's going to tell you we've moved up. That's awesome. We moved up 11 spots. So good news for me. The next thing is that you can do is you can actually put in the keywords, the searches that you think that your clients are searching for you. So in this case, I'm going to look up, because this is a financial planning client, I'm going to put in Denver Financial Advisor, and I'm going to hit apply. Actually, I'm going to hit apply. There are different ways that you can compare all this information. So as you can see, now it's actually querying that exact search. So we've moved up about 10 spots in the last year. It will give you total impressions, see how many views you have, that sort of thing, the clicks. Really, I mean, if you get in here and you just kind of click around and see what's going on, that is just a quick way for you to see if you're moving up, how you're moving up. It will give you tips maybe on how you can move up faster. Again, if you want to change the query, you just click this off, take that off, and start a new one. So in this case, I'm going to do Denver Financial Planner and see what comes up. So we moved up quite a bit there, almost 20 spots. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know. But I think that this is such a useful tool, especially for business owners, because this is the number one question I am asked is, how are we doing? Are we moving up? Are we making progress? And this is a simple way for you to just get on and check as much as you want and however you want to do it. This would be an interesting thing to also check. Should you, have a blog post or some content that you have on your website that's done really well, you could get in here and just compare maybe the last 3 months. Maybe without this search function, just to see, did that help you move up? Did that help your ranking? So again, this is just a useful tool for you to be able to get in and see what's happening.